What's up? This your boy, Robert Littal, BlackSportsOnline.com, live and direct from the basement, special edition. I'm here to talk about my article, T.O. coming back to Philly, sex, lies, videotapes, fiction, facts, opinions. I've gotten your email. I read your comments. I know that you wanted me to speak on it, so here I am. Can you tell I'm already hyped? It's only Thursday. This is the game of the year right here. It has like a Super Bowl atmosphere. I put in my order for Hooters already. I told them, look, I know it's Thursday. Have the wings here at noon at my door. You can leave the chick here if she wants to watch the game. I don't have a problem with that. See, that's how we roll here. That's how we roll at blacksportsonline.com. You got questions, I got answers. So let me get right into it. The first question everybody wants to know is, why did I say that McNabb is a better QB with T.O.? Type of stupid question is that? Of course he was a better quarterback with T.O. The stats bear it out. Better completion percentage, more touchdowns, less interceptions, everything across the board, more wins with Terrell Owens as his number one wide receiver. Here are the facts, folks. Donovan McNabb is a great quarterback. He's proven that right now. I mean, he has Greg Lewis on the team, for goodness sake. He's not a garbage QB like, say, Dante Culpepper, but that's not what I'm trying to get at. What I'm saying is Donovan McNabb is a very, very good QB. Was a good QB before he had T.O. and was a good QB now that he doesn't have T.O. But the fact of the matter is, with T.O. in the lineup, he was a great Hall of Fame worthy quarterback, and there's nothing to dispute that. The next thing that I'm hearing, I got it right here. Everybody's up in arms. Why you keep saying that McNabb blew the Super Bowl? Why you hating on D-Mac? There was 12 players on the field, 11 players, 22 players, 500 players on the field, and the coach. Why you blaming D-Mac? It's simple. When you're the quarterback, it's the Super Bowl. You got a chance to blow out the defending champions, New England Patriots, and you're throwing interceptions in the red zone. When you have an opportunity to make a comeback with a 2-minute drill, and you're taking 500 minutes to get your team in the end zone, you blew it. It's as simple as that. The quarterback gets the glory. The quarterback gets also the blame. Look, Ben Roethlisberger played horribly in the Super Bowl, but they won, so that's all that matters. Nobody even cares. Let me tell you something. If they would have lost, they would have blamed him, and I would have blamed him too. It's as simple as that. D-Mac blew the Super Bowl. Get over it. It was 2 years ago. You got to look forward. But the fact of the matter is, the man blew the Super Bowl. There's nothing that going around that. It wasn't T.O., wasn't the coach, wasn't the defense, wasn't Brian Westbrook. It was Donovan McNabb. Accept responsibility for that. Next thing, people want to know if I think T.O. is crazy. Let me tell you something. About 90% of my readers right now having a woman walk out on them. There's a lot of people in the world that don't get to see their kids. Everybody doesn't live in a white picket fence. A lot of people had grandmothers that locked them up in the house and wouldn't let them play after 5 o'clock. This is not unusual stuff. It may be unusual stuff for the media, the sports media, who grew up in Greenwich and everything is great with them with silver spoons in their mouth. Maybe this is unusual, but for a black man to grow up in a southern city with a strict grandmother, to have chicks walk out on him, to not be able to see a son born out of wedlock, this is not unusual stuff. T.O. is not crazy. T.O. is normal. This is normal standards. The only thing that makes it crazy is to the white media, it seems unusual because it's out in the public. There are a lot of NFL players that are dealing with the same things that Owens is dealing with on an everyday basis. It's just they're not a celebrity status like T.O. No, T.O. is not crazy. T.O. is normal with a big mouth. Next part to get to. There's a rumor going around that Bill Parcells wanted to cut T.O. before the season started. Once again, I tell you, let's just use some common sense here. T.O. had a hamstring injury. T.O. missed a meeting and got fined. Are you telling me that a coach with aspirations of going to the Super Bowl would cut a player for that, for having an injury and missing a meeting? Just think about it. Use some common sense. Bill Parcells is loving this. Bill Parcells is a bigger, probably as big of egomaniac as Terrell Owens is. Don't believe everything you read and everything you hear. They're just trying to manipulate you. They're just trying to start things that are not out there. No, T.O. is not going to be in no shape, form, or fashion cut before the beginning of the season, nor did he do anything to warrant that. If you really ask people inside the Dallas organization, just the fact that he's a superstar is bringing attention, but what he's done on the field, in practice, in meetings with other teammates, he has done nothing unusual, nothing to cause any type of controversy. Okay, I hear you, Philly fans. I hear you. I heard the 500 emails that you sent me. I know. I know that the Philadelphia Eagles went to 3 NFC championships without Terrell Owens. I also know that T.O. was hurt and they got to the Super Bowl. I understand this. I understand this. But look, listen to yourself. It's like you're happy going to the NFC championship game and you were happy just losing the Super Bowl. That's not the Philly fans that I know and love. What's up with that? I understand you guys were a very good team before Terrell Owens. And it looks like you're going to be a very good team after Terrell Owens. But are you going to be a Super Bowl winning team without Terrell Owens? That's the question that you need to ask. When you win the Super Bowl without T.O., then you can start throwing all these stats in my face. But the fact of the matter is that your best chance to win the Super Bowl may have been with T.O. on the field. But again, your quarterback blew it. Last thing, and I hope everybody really understands this. I know I say a lot of stuff about a lot of people, but to be perfectly honest with you, it's not really good to see two successful superstar athletes like T.O. and Donovan McNabb bickering back and forth about text messages and brothers and family and who should have got the ball and books and all of that stuff. I really do wish these brothers at some point just kiss and make up. Not literally, but kiss and make up, because it's not a good look for any of them. They both were at fault in some shape, form, or fashion. I mean, they both could have probably handled things a little bit better, and I hope among her hope that it's probably not going to happen. But after the game is over, that they're both men enough to go across the field and shake hands.